and then click this. Why are you there though?
Just do it. I don't know.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh man, we goofed that. Oh.
Oh dear.
Are we going?
Dear. We should be in a minute.
Oh, no. Hello, can you see us, guys? Are we? Is this now working? We have just completely done a funny. Is there anyone there? Can anybody see us?
Yeah, it's gonna start now. Just for this
Hey, we can see us. Hello! And, okay, so we're going to start with an omission. We have just read through all the comments, thinking we're chatting to you, thinking it looked a bit strange, or there was a bit of a delay, and we may... And bear in mind,
Wait, it's 7:20 now.
Oh.
We've been talking to you guys, thinking you can hear us.
For 20 minutes?
Since 5 to 7.
We started early.
We started early.
But what didn't we do?
And then we realised we'd not press start streaming on YouTube. Sorry, man.
So we may have alluded to this in the first 20 minutes you're never going to see, but we are still recovering from the weekend.
Anyway, how are you all?
Hello.
It's great to be back. It's been a month.
It has been a month. Welcome to episode 12 of Top Table Live. As always, you're joined by me, Jay.
And me, Steve.
And we are the idiots this evening. But here we are. We are live for you all. And we are not going to work back through all them comments. But what I am going to do is I'm going to go back through and just give a shout out to everyone who's in and say hello, thank you for being here. And we'll take it for there. So, Gaz Baller, hello, my friend.
Hey, Gaz.
Graham Dixon is in. I've said loads of nice words about you all.
We've already said hello to you, just didn't hear.
We had the Nick Moore bit was beautiful. Hello, Markavian. Hello, Nick Moore. Will Robb, Eric Schultz, Battle Games in Middle Earth, Blackjack's in. Good to have you in, Andy. Skullmunch, Glyn. Oh, this is heartbreaking. We've got Dean Broadway in, the owner of some amazing Top Table merch. My man. We've got Matt Prescott. Yeah, we've got Skullmunch in. Great to meet you at the weekend, my friend.
Yes, it was.
We've got Matt Prescott in. We've got Kieran Bradwell in. We've got Steve Bonnar, Nick Moore. You're all here. There's lots of people here. So
sorry.
Let's pretend you didn't say any of the stuff above, and we're going to start from now. And I'm going to put the word "now" in the chat, so we know where to start from. Okay. So. Welcome to the Top Table Legacy Weekender review and recap. It's all going wrong. Recap. You're joined by me, Jay, and Steve here, and we want to chat to you about an amazing weekend that we just had, which is the Top Table Legacy Weekender.
Yeah, it was absolutely fantastic.
Insane.
Really enjoyed myself, and I was worried leading up to it.
Yep.
I didn't think, we could pull it off. And to be fair, it wasn't us. I'm going to say us. It's not just me and Jay. It was me, Jay, and Andy. I had my doubts, but you guys pulled it out of the hat. It was you guys who were there that just made it what it was, I think. It was,
and I'm someone who's been involved in wargaming events on a scale up to Gen Con, down to small events I've run myself. For many years, I've been involved in many different sides of it as well, and I can hand on heart say, and we're going to deep dive into this tonight. Probably going to run a bit later than usual, given we've just run 20 minutes in the bin.
We'll sort this camera out.
That's fine. It was not only the best event that I have ever ran, because it hands down was. It was the best event I've ever attended. There was an atmosphere and a buzz that for me was just insane, and I cannot stress enough how much I appreciate everybody who came to the Weekender. You were just amazing to spend time with. You made the event what it was. And thank you so much. And what I am going to say to really trigger the chat this evening, if you were at the Weekender, which a lot of you in the chat were, and it's great to see you all in there.
Thank you.
I would love for you to stick in the comments so we can chat about it, what you loved about the Weekender, like your kind of highlights. You're welcome to point out stuff that maybe didn't work or you didn't really enjoy yourself, things you'd love to see in the future. And I would just love to have a chat about what I think and what we kind of coined in the early days as the three best days in gaming.
Yes.
We're not functioning tonight, are we? So let's have a look at the comments. So Steve Bonnar is saying the chat's now slow on my phone. I reckon hopefully it's fixed. It's a flying mammal waves. Absolutely lovely to meet you, Ruth, at the weekend.
It was. And I'm sorry that I couldn't remember your what's it called? What do you call your name on there? Just YouTube.
Your handle.
Your handle. That's what. See,
handle.
I can't remember normal words, so yeah, don't worry too much. I can't remember your name. But,
Andy looked dead fresh on his stream on Monday. It's Wednesday and we're still recovering. But great to chat to you guys. You guys were playing some Middle Earth, some Malifaux. You were really in the spirit of the event, just hanging out, playing cool games. Some Aristay, and I'm really sorry me and Andy didn't get the 4-way Aristay game with you, because that would have been great fun. And if we managed to get it in at the Expo, or maybe at another event that might happen this year. And we got, it was great to chat to Glyn face to face.
Yeah.
And then the girls came in.
And just give him a cuddle.
You just came in and started cuddling people. And we all got to kind of just hang out and chat and get to know each other. And then they even helped set up the boards and get the kind of day 1, day 2 layout done, which was wicked. But it was absolute great fun. Some of the guys are saying in the chat they've had to reload the page just to get the chat to get rolling.
That's because they were talking to themselves for half an hour.
It was. Apologies for all of the nonsense. And Glyn says the Friday and Saturday nights were great crack with booze, food, and a tight-knit family-style atmosphere. Now that is a good little summary of what we were going for. We didn't. So I've run lots of events. Steve's run some events, and obviously, Andy was we approached Andy for a reason, because we think our channels have got a very similar kind of community feel about them, and we really care about growing communities and player groups and bringing people together. Yeah. And we went into this not wanting to run a tournament, but really wanting to give an experience of a weekend where the focus is on meeting new people, playing some fun games, rolling some dice, and just making new friends and bringing the communities together. And it's easy for me to say this, and everyone in the chat, I would absolutely love for you all to let us know, but I think we nailed it.
I see it as a raving success.
Yeah.
I think I had an absolute ball. I know you guys did. I know Jay and Andy had a ball as well. Everywhere I looked, there was people having fun. And I think I said this to you and Andy at some point over the weekend.
Yep.
The difference between this event and any other event that I've ran, been involved in, or attended as a player, the difference is it was just fun. There was no one, sort of reanalysing a game they just had where they wish they'd done something different, or they lost because of this, or they lost because of that. It wasn't about that. It was about, most people, they've not met before, and they're just facing off against each other. They both had cool armies, or sometimes they weren't even playing in the tournament, they were just playing board games, or just playing for fun. They just had fun. I can't.
Do you know what really sums it up? Me, you and Andy, we had a conversation, and we're like, obviously it's our job to make sure you guys have a great weekend, but you made that so easy. We'd had a conversation pre, and it's like, right, okay, our job for this weekend is to make sure nobody's kind of isolating themselves, no one's feeling left out, everyone's coming together, and we didn't have to do a thing. I remember kind of stepping back mid to late afternoon Saturday evening and just seeing everybody gelling and having fun, and you could see people that 24 hours ago didn't know each other, just chatting, rolling dice, playing games. And it was great that a lot of people were just going playing little pickup games, and there was one area at the back where we were all just playing silly board games, little card games and stuff all weekend, and it was just a great thing to see, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was great. The board games were great. I did actually speak about it for the 20 minutes that we weren't live.
We went into full detail.
But I don't play board games or anything like that. But I played 5 new games over the weekend where it was either in between rounds or mostly in the evening, because most of the events finished fairly early anyway.
Yeah, they did.
So from 4 o'clock-ish onward, it was then drinking, socialising, playing these board games. And I had a ball.
Yeah, me too.
I had an absolute ball just playing these games. All the people that I was playing, I knew Angel anyway. Glyn was there. I'd only met Glyn that weekend.
Glyn trolls us on the live stream.
Glyn always trolls us on the live stream.
He trolls me on the live stream.
But yeah, it was great. Just meeting new people, playing new games, and everyone was in the same mindset, which was what we wanted and what we prayed for. And like I say, we were saying before the event, we've got to be on our game here. We've got to make sure that everyone has a great time. Yeah. And literally, everyone was doing it anyway. So it was just really satisfying to see.
It was insane, wasn't it? Let's jump back into the comments quickly. So Nick Moore, a couple of people are just covering the last of the technical difficulties. I think it cut again when you started messing with the screen.
All right.
So Nick Moore says it was a great weekend, and the thing we lost out the first 20 minutes, we had a bit of a heartfelt Nick Moore moment, didn't we?
Yes, Nick, we did. So thank you very much for everything you did.
Nick Moore had a beast of a weekend. I've never seen him looking happier, and that's because Luke let him loose on the builder board, which will cover
With modelling compound all over his hands.
Luke was just stood with a beard. Nick was in.
beard.
Nick got super stuck in to help Luke with building his board, which was great to see. And one thing we did touch on that I do want to say is I want to give Nick Moore a massive thank you and a shout out. Nick, you are an absolute legend. You've helped us with tech issues with this channel. You borrowed us some equipment in the early days. He painted my Wireless Texas terrain. He 3D printed some new terrain for us. Doesn't go unnoticed, buddy, and it's an absolute pleasure to have you here, Nick. You are one of the top table army, my friends.
Apart from that, he's just a genuinely nice guy as well, so, you know.
He's a beautiful, beautiful man.
It's annoying, really.
It is, isn't it? Yeah. But no, Nick, we appreciate everything you do, and it was great to see you having fun at the weekend, man.
It was.
We enjoyed it, and he came for some food with us Sunday evening as well.
Yeah, Chicken Nando's.
Again, last out, Lake Club. Woo, woo, woo. We'll take Graham Dixon.
Graham Dixon says, following the weekend from afar, it looked absolutely amazing, and I was gutted I wasn't there. I shall be at the next one though.
Graham is a pal of mine, and it's been far too long. We need to get together and roll some dice in person.
Yeah.
First beer's on me or Steve.
Definitely Jay.
Okay. Flying Mammal.
Flying Mammal says, no worries, it was funny about Handle. We'll hope to get 4-player Aristea in at UK Games Expo, that is, yeah?
Correct, yeah.
Missed what you said about it. Every time you turned around, there was someone new to talk to play games with, or help him in cheering each other on. Correct.
Means we nailed it.
Yes. It was, I mean, we could go on and on and on and on about it, couldn't we? But
we're kind of like proud parents at this point, just
great.
swooning over it, aren't we?
Yeah, it's great.
I must admit. And then we've got Gaz Baller.
Gaz says, had a great time. All the players in the SBG event were awesome. My first games, and I loved it even though I lost, but got some awesome dice for it. That's what it's all about, mate. And I think you said a similar thing on Facebook, and it's exactly what Ben said. You might have got the wooden spoon, you might have come at the bottom. There's only one way you can go now. Up.
All the ways up, baby.
And seeing as you've applied to every single SBG event in the next 6 months, I think you do all right.
Every time I've looked at my phone since Sunday, it's just been...
We did that.
We did. You are us 4 years ago, my friend, because now all we see is Gareth Baller is interested in an event near you, SBG. But if we've helped fire that up, mate, then that is incredible. It was wicked to see. He did tell me this weekend were his first games against someone who isn't a 10-year-old, because he just played with his son, and he'd never used like Might, Will and Fate for the SBG players in the audience.
And I'm glad that this was his first event to do that.
I think this is the perfect first event for him.
First event. And a big shout out to your lovely wife. She was lovely.
She was a trooper.
She was
She
lovely.
just like sat there chilling all weekend. Like she's not a gamer. She was quite open about it.
I tried my hardest.
Well, she had a great foot. She was doing a
family
family
treat. I
treat.
kept saying, "Come on, have a game." She's like, "No."
But she was lovely. I had a chat with her on occasion as well, and it was great to have you both here. Again, the support for us guys and Andy is hugely appreciated.
It is.
Andy very much echoes what we've said, which is it's great to see everyone smiling and laughing. No serious game faces.
No.
Nick Moore says, cheers guys, very welcome. And then Andy is obviously passing on a thank you to him as well. Steve Bonner, any games of Star Wars Legion managed at the weekend? There was not, unfortunately. I had my stuff, it's not quite painted, but like I didn't play other than a game of Aristea on the Friday evening. Was it, Andy? We broke it out because we'd both not played in ages, and I was like, let's get fresh with it again. So we broke Aristea. Other than like little pickup games and King of Tokyo, Space Penguin, love that game.
Mine's the Space Penguin.
I took him.
You took it.
Yeah.
It was mine. That.
It's a top table mascot now. Space Penguin. I didn't play any solid miniatures game because, to be honest, I was having too much fun just chatting to people, meeting to people, and just hanging out. So no Legion, unfortunately.
There was Star Wars and Armada.
There was a lot of X-wing.
Points.
There was some X-wing on Saturday.
X-wing. That was X-wing and Armada.
There was a bit of Armada as well.
On Sunday.
There was about 6 tables of Armada on the Sunday. But no Legion, unfortunately, but still a game I'm very much hyped about. Kieran Bradwell says, how's it going, guys? Recovered yet? Looking forward to more. Not recovered. We are looking forward to more. And big shout out for Kieran for coming and supporting the event. And another thing I'm going to repeat from about half an hour ago.
Yeah, we've said all this before.
Kieran is an absolute legend, and he runs some events. So go check out Gotham in Samaria on Facebook. Kieran, feel free to pop a link in. He runs really cool events with a very similar vibe to ours, and they're well worth checking out. Him and his guys are great fun, and they were all rocking the Drowned Earth narrative event. So James Baldwin,
very cool.
He did rocked up, and he'd created There was like a story to it and upgrade cards, and there was a narrative event they all played through on the Saturday, which was one of the events. We'll cover the events in a minute when we get caught up. So, Glyn Seymour, you want to get that one?
Glenn says, I pretty much summed up all my feelings on the Facebook post.
Well, didn't that Facebook post get you in the fields, man?
Yeah.
Oh, much love, man.
I was in a dusty room, the heating was on, I definitely had something in my eye.
Yeah, I'd just been like poked in the eye by a bear.
He says, I pretty much summed up all my feelings on the Facebook post. Looking forward to the next one and missing everyone who I met. Likewise, brother. Likewise.
I miss you, man. It was great to have you here. I hope you're going to do it again soon.
Matt Mountain, do you want to take it?
Says, nothing wrong with winning the wooden spoon. I have more than IKEA. Have you ever won a wooden spoon? I think I've won one.
No.
I've got one.
No, I've not won a wooden spoon.
Yeah, I've got one.
I'm always in mid-table obscurity. I've podiumed once, and then it's just mid-tableness.
Having a bit of fun, of course. So Matthew Prescott, yeah, he was down. He says, it was an amazing event. It was my first one and was slightly nervous, but after the Friday I felt right at home. There's an amazing bunch of people here. You are part of that amazing bunch of people. It wouldn't have happened without anyone who attended. And let's hope we keep it going, right?
Yeah.
Lee Darbikin, hey guys. Was a
Lee
very good
Darbikin,
weekend.
Kill Team champion.
So I was convinced
Well
the
done.
apocalypse was coming, because speaking of wooden spoons, Lee previously has won the wooden spoon at pretty much every Guild Ball event he's ever attended that I've ran. And when someone's like, Lee's won Kill Team, I was like, no. But couldn't be happier. Lee is an absolute gentleman of a man.
And he won something in the raffle as well.
He did. What did you win in the raffle, Lee?
Was it the Munchkin game?
It might have been 40k Munchkin, yeah.
I've got a feeling it was 40k Munchkin.
But Lee, it was a pleasure to have you here, mate. I always love you being part of our events, and I appreciate the support.
As we do both.
What a guy! Kieran Bradwell says, thanks for the shout out, guys. Link incoming. Good man. And Steve Bonner says, so when's the next one? So can I book it off for me and the wee man? We may have had a phone call with Andy about an hour ago. That's all I'm saying. And then last is...
Is that all you're going to say?
For now.
I can't hold my weight.
You cannot hold anything.
I'm terrible.
And then...
PM me.
There we go, he's linked it. So, for those of you in the chat who literally were under a rock this weekend, the Top Table Legacy Weekend, as we've touched on, is 2.5, could be 3, days of fun, non-competitive, I like to call it disorganised play, as we touched on. Disorganised play event where it's about bringing communities together and really just having fun and getting involved in just this excellent event where you make new friends, you roll dice, you have fun. So on the Friday, everything was super casual, people were arriving, and I was blown away by how many people were there on Friday.
Yeah, I didn't expect
like
a lot.
Lunchtime, all of a sudden there were like 15 people there, and then next thing,
everyone finished work.
yeah, like nobody was working. And then I looked around at like 3 p.m. and the place was hopping. It was great, and it was like, and that was the first time I kind of went, I don't need to worry. We've done it. We've achieved what we set out to do. And I think I kind of said something very similar to Andy, and we were kind of like, yeah, fist bumps, yeah, all that stuff. So the Friday was very casual. Everybody was meeting each other, and I don't know if I touched on it before or after we realised nobody could actually hear or see us. But one of the things going into the event that kind of me, you, and Andy were chatting about was we were worried that, not worried, but we were kind of aware that our primary focus of the weekend should be to make sure no one's left out, no one's just playing within their own social circles, everybody's having fun, and we didn't have to do anything.
Nothing. In fact, we did nothing.
Yeah, we weren't.
You guys did.
You guys, like, literally, we were looking around and people were playing new people were helping each other with games, everybody was like, yeah, let's play. It was just awesome. So Friday night was a big social. The beer started mid-afternoon once everything was in place. The beer didn't stop, and we kept going till about 11. It was fun, and that was the Friday. So half day in the bag. Everyone met, everyone went on. And Saturday came, so day one of the event.
Early rise for us again.
We put in some shifts, right?
Yeah.
So Saturday came, we got in, and what did we have going on Saturday, Steve? There was tons of stuff.
So Saturdays was when I'll put it in inverted commas, the organised play started properly as well. So we had the Middle-earth SBG event, which was a 2-day event.
That kicked off.
3 games on the Saturday and 2 to follow the following day.
Correct.
So that started. We had the Kill Team event. That was on the Saturday.
That was Saturday, right?
James and his Drowned Earth lads come and set up.
We had the Drowned Earth slow grow narrative campaign.
Yeah, which was really, really cool. We had, what did we have? Vanguard.
Kings of War Vanguard.
Yeah.
Big shout out to Dice Tales Mark Campo for bagging some cool swag.
And even our very own Lee took part in the Vanguard event.
He did. Lee took ownership of that one. Cheers, buddies, in the chat. Cheers for bossing it. That was wicked fun. And then outside of that, we had lots of people just playing casual
There
games.
was loads of casual games going
There
on.
was X-Wing, there was 40k, and then of course Luke of Luke's APS fame,
We've not
absolute
even mentioned Luke yet.
absolute legend and beer monster that he is. He was a legend.
Luke is. I mean, I've met Luke before. I've known Luke for a while, and whenever I talk about Luke, I always say what you see on camera is what you get. And I know some people were quite surprised that was actually true. Even Ben said it. He said, I know he comes across really well on camera. I didn't expect him to be as laid back as he was, and he just is really.
He's basically laid down.
He's
super
just
laid
really
back.
approachable, really cool guy, and for the success that he's had on his channel and his businesses, it's not gone to his head at all.
No.
He's quite happy to sit and talk to you for half an hour about the
absolutely-
colours of Flock. Loves it.
He absolutely deserves all the success he's achieved in content creation.
He's the kind of guy that is suited perfectly to the Weekender event because he's not precious about what he does.
No.
He's quite happy to share it, and that's what the Weekender was about. But it's not just about gaming either. It's about the different communities. It's about YouTubers. It's about painters.
Nick Moore would have been bored stiff if he
Yeah,
wasn't there because he was in there.
I mean, we should have had Kev there, but unfortunately, personal issues, things with his car,
Yeah,
stuff like that, he had
there
to
wasn't
back
a
out at the last
painting
minute. But going forward, definitely the hobby side is something that I want to explore a little bit more in other events.
It is absolutely, but obviously, so back to where we were at, we did have Luke on site building his
Yeah,
board.
I
You did. You did a J and just went on a tangent. But we had Luke here building boards as well, and then
which is there.
it is here because Simon Powell could not get it in his car. But no, and literally it made the whole day just insanely fun. And the Saturday was wicked. And the good thing is we'd structured any of like the disorganised play little side events and stuff. They all ramped down like as we approached tea time, so about 5 p.m.
Everything just ran like really smooth and
clockwork.
just slotted together, and yeah, it was great.
It was great, and then the beauty of it is then the fun started, and then everyone just started playing casual games. The board games broke out. We had the Jungle Speed World Cup. I love Jungle Speed. I'm not gonna brag, but
It's
won
hard to
both
play.
games.
It's hard to play when you're drunk.
Won both. I love.
And they sat me furthest back. So the aim of this game is you've got to grab this wooden totem pole thing from the middle of the. No, you weren't. I'm Jay, right? There's the totem.
They can't see that, mate.
They can't see it.
Oh, okay.
There it is. There, look.
Cool.
See it. And you just got to grab it. Whereas I literally had to reach across to try and grab it. So yeah, there was something going on there.
Oh, man.
Jay and Andy were sat on the shortest edges.
Listen,
That's all I'm saying.
There's a picture that Tony Lydon put in the group of us all playing Jungle Speed,
me like that.
and it's really funny because we've all got our game faces on, but we're all trying to make serious, but we're all trying to make our hands look dead chill, and they're all just like slowly.
I just kept grabbing it every time I played the card.
Oh, it was wicked.
I'll win at some point.
No, and then so in the Saturday evening, just fun ensued. Lots of board games. We ordered like the biggest takeaway that we've. Yeah, we ordered the biggest takeaway that I've ever ordered in my life. To the point of, when I finished it, the guy was like, "Are you winding me up? Is anyone actually going to collect this order?" It's like lots of money. And we all. There's a really cool picture that I posted of us all like sat around.
I've got a mouthful of garlic bread.
Yeah, you're looking glorious. But Saturday night was just insane. By Saturday evening, I've made lots of new friends. Everybody had come together, and that was kind of like the first time I was like, we've made something special here. And not to sound cheesy,
it had that feel to it though.
Definitely have. The atmosphere was electric.
It had that feel that I've never felt at a gaming event before, and it was that you felt like you were at a party.
It did.
That's what it felt like. It felt like you were at a
when
party.
you got that buzz and everything, time's flying and you're having fun, and it felt like I was in a room full of people I've known 10 years.
Yeah.
And that
Glenn said that, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Glenn said exactly that, and me and Andy had chatted about it on the weekend. Since that's when I know we'd achieve what we set out to do, and something special, which is bringing people together and just creating this experience, which was just nuts.
It's quite nice to know, and it's not just the top table community, because it's obviously Blackjack Legacy community as well.
Absolutely, yeah.
We are very lucky to have the people who follow us and tune into the videos and comment on the, in the Facebook groups. Very lucky to have the group of people that we've got.
Yeah.
There is none of that. It is everyone's like very welcoming and friendly and kind, and that it was just awesome to get everyone together.
So Saturday night was nuts.
I'm branching off again, aren't I?
You are. It's
Sorry,
fine. It's fine. We're getting to a tangenting because we love what we've created, the three of us. But we literally, and we started drinking at about 11 in the morning, and by 11 at night I was very full, and it was like, yeah, I'm going to go and find. So we wrapped Saturday evening just as we were about to hit Sunday.
To my dismay.
Steve wanted to stay out, which we're going to get to.
I wanted to go
Steve doesn't get to go out often, and while he was in Nottingham, Steve wanted to party. But then Sunday kicked in, and obviously we had the final day of the SPG, which ran for both days.
Only 2 days on Sunday.
Only 2 days on Sunday.
2 games.
Yeah.
2 games.
We had Wild West Exodus.
Yes.
That was cool. The guys were playing Wild West Exodus, and that's a really good example of people having fun, because what we did is we ended up making it, there were 6 players, and we ended up just making it 2 rounds. Mark Avian will back me up here, because we wanted people to have plenty of time for the game. So we're like, let's scrap the 3rd round. And then the great thing is we finished the event, a little trophy, and made sure everybody got a prize, just because I had some extra Wild West Exodus stuff. And then they all were like, cool, let's put the leader of our posses in and just have a battle royale. And it was really nice, because these 6 people, usually you can go to a tournament, play your games, and then just leave with your own. Like, they all look like buddies, and they invented their own really cool little bolt-on game that they threw down at the end, which was wicked. So we had that, and we also had The Walking Dead, the wonderful Dan Meadows. So there was some Walking Dead action going on.
Okay, I'm like, the more I see Walking, I've wanted to try it for ages. Too
I love
many games. I really want to have a go. Really want to have a go.
But no, and then again, Sunday, everybody was hanging out. Everyone was a little bit quieter on the Sunday, and I can't figure out why.
I know exactly why.
Oh, I just did that thing that I did at the start of the live stream. I probably shouldn't have. Them hand gestures need to stop. Anyway, but no, and again, everyone just hanging out, playing games, grabbing food, grabbing drinks, and yeah, we brought it home with another epic second day.
It was brilliant.
And that's it. That's the weekender.
There's so much to talk about.
And then the first in, last out crew hit up Nando's.
Yeah, went to Nando's.
How we roll, right, Glyn? And the weekender was just insane. But let's jump back into the comments.
Yeah, get back in the chat.
These guys are chatting and we're waffling. So we are.
He's waffling.
Yeah, I'm waffling. So let's go here. So when's the next one? I can book it off for me and the wee man. Soon, TM.
Yeah, we missed you, man. I thought you'd be there, Steve.
We covered this. Here we go. So. That Nice Lee, which is of course Top Table Lee, says those I did meet are officially decent sorts and definitely A-OK in my book. Agreed, my brother. Lee Darbikin, the pub quiz. That much went on. We're forgetting stuff, man. On a Saturday night, the beautiful Andy did a pub quiz.
Yeah, it was great.
I feel robbed. We should have won.
I said Reservoir Dogs instead of Pulp Fiction. My bad. I knew what I meant.
You also said Titanic instead of some of it. I was buzzing that I got Inception on the music round.
That was not stop going on.
Anyway, Lee Davigan says the pub quiz was part of the winning team, and 40k Munchkin is off. Yeah, you did win. So he won the pub quiz and the raffle.
So
and
kill team.
Hat trick.
Don't be greedy.
Go on, Lee. You can ride the wave of that one for a while. And then Glenn Seymour says, guys, it may be better to confirm it as early as possible. More time to share it amongst everyone in Bilmore High. I think you're being sneaky, Glenn Seymour, to get some spoilers. But
I think what you should do is this is the best plan.
Yeah.
Tell us all the information now.
Here's the flight number you should put. Kieran Bradwell says, what extra would you like to add to the next event? I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Ask that again in 10 minutes, Kieran. Between now and then, everyone in the chat, let us know what you'd like us to add to the event.
Yeah, let us know what you'd like us to add to the event.
Yeah.
And let us know. I don't think there will be, but if there is, there is. Let us know if there's anything at the event that you'd probably take out.
Because ultimately, it's not our event. It's not mine, yours, and Andy's event. It's your event too. We're doing it to bring you guys together, and everyone who attended or everyone who wants to attend is now part of it. Oh. And it's on. Oh, Steve just dropped a phone on the keyboard. That could have ended.
Do you want to cancel the stream itself?
No. Tonight's tech issues. I apologise, but no, it's your event too. So let us know what you guys want to see as part of it, which would be great.
Yep.
Where are we up to? So Kieran Bradwell said we covered that. Gareth Waller, Luke is awesome. Guy was stood talking to him most of the Saturday night. Even helped out on his quiz team when he was busy. Yeah, Luke is an awesome guy. And Dave was more the quiz team. I'm assuming they had one guy.
Yeah.
Steve Bonner, hashtag stealing, hashtag smooth. I think we've waffled for too long to remember what that's about. Nick Moore, Jay was closest to the totem.
Yes.
No, Nick.
Yeah, Nick was next to me. Me and you, Nick. We were miles away. We had to get a bus together.
I've only got little arms, look. Don't. Glenn Seymour, hashtag Steve wanted to stay out. Yes, he did, Glenn. You're right. And he said, I thought it was Andy who was the closest. Glenn, I agree, my friend. Oh, wait, Andy's telling him off there, but I agree. Infinity Idiot says, yo, that is Dan Garnett. He was here this weekend.
Yes.
Absolute lovely man I've known for years, and he also took part in the Drowned Earth narrative campaign. Dan, do me a solid, brother. Let us know a little bit about the narrative campaign. Like, did it scale up in points? What did you do between rounds? Like, there was no scores kept. You got to pick your own opponents. You just had to play the 4 games. So let us know a bit more, man, and let us know what you thought about it as well as the Weekender, because that would be really cool. Drowned Earth is a fun game that I'd recommend people trying.
Yeah.
Flying Mammal. It takes welcoming and friendly people to bring in friendly people. Just saying.
Thanks, man. These guys.
I know, man. Just saying nice things. Glenn Seymour. Jay still won twice, though. Jungle Speed World
Yeah,
Champion.
but I'd win if the token was there and all I had to do was that.
I don't think you... Oh, I just pressed the button. Move that keyboard. Oh, wow, it's all blown up. Whoa, you guys are chatting. There we go. Dan Garner says, you guys look quite sober. Nah.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Glenn Seymour says, Steve, how was Nottingham?
Yeah, it's great.
Cool, we'll move on. That nicely, no mention of the excellent, incredibly ran Vanguard event. No, we have, so I'm guessing we're just behind in the comments.
And we spoke about it at 5 to 7.
The bits no one's ever going to see. Yeah, at length we spoke about it at 5 to 7, like just that. Blackjack Legacy says, Flying Mammal, too kind. And Glyn Seymour asks, is it top table, Lee?
It
He
is.
says, yes, it's me. Green Tree, hello everyone. Feel like I've missed so much. Well, Green Tree, you haven't missed as much as you thought, because we were talking to the camera for the first 20 minutes and we forgot to hit the start stream button because we're idiots.
But Green Tree did comment, I think, on one of the posts on Facebook about how he wished he was at
Green Tree's on Facebook now.
In fact, yeah, are you on Facebook? Or was it one of the YouTube comments?
Right,
Yeah,
okay.
I've been on that,
Whoa, I got excited.
Yeah, I
then.
get confused, I'm old.
Green Tree, great to have you as always, mate. Welcome. We are
We
chatting.
need to see you at the next one.
We're chatting all things Weekender.
If there is a next one.
And that nicely says, the quiz, we was robbed, hashtag buff nerds. Was Lee in the Lee wasn't in our team? We were top table something, weren't we?
We were top table.
Legends.
Something.
So it was probably rude.
We were drunk.
Nick Moore says, how's the back, Lee? At least back went. He was looking a bit sore on the Sunday, bless him. Glyn Seymour says, you also got Bilbo's party invitations and the original Terminator wrong, Jay. Yeah.
T800, what did you say? You said T200.
T4617B, I don't know, I got it well wrong. Nick Moore says, would be good if you could get the Cult of Paint guys there, that would. Nick Moore is a Cult of Paint fanboy as he should be, those guys are excellent. We helped film their Kickstarter video.
You actually did?
Well, they used about 2 seconds of the footage. Nick's in it as well.
He is.
And you.
I'm in it.
Yeah, I'm behind the camera because I'm the talent.
I've not had a commission yet.
Yeah, you're not getting one. Nick, it's fine now, thank you. Sunday was a chore though. Thanks something for yoga stretching. Skull Munch says more days. You want more? How many? How long would you like? Fortnight? Month? No. How long would you like to see the Weekender, as well as tell us what you loved? Blackjack Legacy, Saturday night quiz, the revenge next time, guys. Absolutely.
Yeah.
The quiz was fun.
Yeah.
I laughed a lot in the quiz. We bickered.
Yeah.
We didn't agree on
Well,
anything.
that's normal.
The girls were keeping us in check, weren't they?
Yeah.
But we were bickering.
Don't know.
Don't know. I forgot about that. Good Zero says, I heard you were incredibly graceful in the Vanguard event, winning all your games but deferring to the winner mark. At the Weekender, it ain't about winning games, it's about meeting people and having
It's
fun.
about being awesome.
Yeah, it is. Steve Bonner, 24-hour drinking as an option.
So that is an option.
I wonder if people would respond to it being open 24 hours. I mean, I ain't going to be here 24 hours, I need my sleep, but it's a thing, right?
Yeah.
And that nicely says, I lost to Mark Glynn, so we didn't win all those games. What else we got? Steve Bonner, Jay mistook the mic as a beer bottle on the stream. Did I try and drink the mic?
No, it's when you're...
Oh, the thing at the start. Yeah, let's move on.
I'm glad you said beer bottle.
Lee Darbican says, how long till Jay messes up? Give it 10 minutes, mate. I'm sure I'll get something wrong. And Steve Bonner says, there will defo be a next one, even if I turn up alone. And to kind of echo stuff Andy said on his stream as well, like, it was that good. There's no way we're going to stop now.
It's a no-brainer.
Let's be honest.
It's a no-brainer.
Like, I'd be very upset if that was a one and done.
TTG massive. Boom. That was it.
Boom. And Lee says, me, Ben, and Jason were the buff nerds. Glenn Seymour, hashtag TTG massive all the way. Right, so, I'm going to put you on the spot, my friend.
Go on.
What were your highlights?
Ooh.
Ooh. What were your highlights? You're not letting us know in the comments, guys. Come on.
So
Let's hear it.
my highlights were the bits that were sort of non-gaming, socialising. The quiz was really good. Just, do you know what? I felt like I laughed a lot more than I've laughed in ages.
Oh
over the
yeah,
whole weekend.
absolutely. Like I had a whale of a time. Again, we're probably repeating a lot of stuff, but I don't know if I said this pre or post us realising we were talking to no one. One of the things, and I've run events from like huge scale to being part of smaller indie events, and everything in between in my day job and the stuff I do for fun. And one of the things I've always found, and people might agree with me here, as a TO, your enjoyment comes from seeing the people who've attended your event having fun. On top of that, I had a side-splittingly good time at the weekend. Not that I don't enjoy other stuff, but again, the atmosphere and the people, it all fed in, and we had just a beautiful mix of people and personalities, and everyone gelling together. And I had an absolute hoot of a time.
It was great. We can't.
I can't
go on about it enough. It's amazing, and you need. If you weren't there, you need to be there at the next one.
You would.
You need to be there.
But my God, what a weekend, right? So what highlights have you got then? What else you got?
I really like the board games. I really like the quiz. The quiz
was wicked.
The quiz was great.
Good job, Andy.
I really like Luke's board building.
Luke, it was great. Like obviously Nick Moore loved it. Nick Moore was like sleeves up, jumped in, smiling. But everybody was dipping in, kind of in and out all day, all evening, and he was quite comfortable just stopping, chatting, talking about things. Like it was a really good little social thing to have going on. And my God, because I was watching it, right, and it was insane because all the way through the day I was like, I can see some foam, and then he stuck some resin bits on, right, and I was like, what's he doing here? And then I saw it light, and I was like, cool, okay, so I can see the foam. And then he took it outside and kind of smoothed it all out.
He took it outside to burn it.
Yeah, to smooth out the
Where
edges.
you going? I'm going to burn it. That's what he kept saying. I'm going to burn it.
I'll do. Go burn it. But then it almost, and again, I'm exaggerating this because I was too busy having fun and you get caught up in it. But it's almost like as if I look back and then just bam, this beautiful, and it's right here actually because Simon, you won it in the raffle, couldn't get it home. We're going to figure this out. It just looked like the gorgeous finished product it is, and there's pictures on Luke's group. Do go check out Luke's.
Check out Luke's video.
Check it out. Luke did a video for the weekend.
Luke did like a time-lapse video with little chats in between. It's a really cool video, and it also, I said this to you before, it picks up a nice feel of the atmosphere because the event's going on in the background of what the event was about and how cool it was and the people that were there.
Yeah.
And Nick Moore stars a lot in that video.
Grafting.
It's just
putting a shift in.
It all says it more than Luke is, to be fair.
I know, right? But no, the board making added a really nice element for people to kind of come and chat. It was
something that you don't see at other events.
You don't. You do not see some, and I'm looking at it right now. It is pretty.
It's very nice.
It's all right, isn't it? But no. So those are your highlights.
Yeah.
Mine was definitely. I remember chatting to Andy about this because this was one of Andy's first events, and I always try and. Kind of a weird little quirk thing I do, but I always, once round one on a Saturday or once the thing starts, I always like to go and just step back on my own for 5 minutes and just look around the room and just yes, we've made it, it's a success, everyone's stuck in, cool, the weekend is going. And I kind of stepped back on Saturday and realised quite what we've created, and that was kind of a big thing for me, it was insane. And then the other thing is like meeting people, getting to spend like a full weekend with Nick Moore. Because like Nick Moore, as we've stressed, does so much for us, and a lot of the time I'm in work when I see Nick Moore, and he knows I'm not being rude, but it's literally kind of like a drive-by 3-minute chat if I'm on the way into a meeting.
Bye Nick.
Yeah, and it was so nice to spend a weekend with Nick and like Lee Dalberkin, who I don't see often, and Dan Garnett, and I'm not going to name everyone, but then also I got to meet some lovely new people like Skullmunch, Flying Mammal, great examples. They were lovely, and they were just playing games all weekend, and I just kept popping over and pestering them. What are you playing? This looks cool. And like
I kept going, hi, and then I realised it was. I went, Skullmunch! I didn't realise it was.
But it was wicked, and by the end of it, I felt like I'd met loads of, I've made lots of new friends, and the people for me is what kind of made it next level, and it was just the best event that I've definitely put on, and that couldn't have happened without you and Andy. So thank you.
Thank you.
And
do you know what? Just touching on what you're just saying there, you know what you said. What were my favourite bits? Probably not one of my favourites, but something that I noticed and it kind of made me smile. Leading up to it, we were all nervous. I think Andy was a little bit nervous about different things because he'd not run an event before, and I think he said he was a bit nervous about it. But mate, you look like a natural.
Oh, he bossed it, didn't he?
You look like a natural, mate. You would not have thought.
You were owning the room, my friend.
Smashed it, pal. Well done.
But no, that was definitely a serious highlight for me. Just meeting new people and everyone having fun.
It was great. Great.
Oh, it was nuts. It was nuts. So let's jump back into the chat. So, Lee Dalbekin, meeting people was my highlight. I'm, of course, with you there as we've just chatted. Glyn Seymour, Bonner, you should definitely put the next one. Bonner, you should.
Do it.
You should. That sounds like confirmation of the next one.
I think we've confirmed that about
I think
6
we have.
times.
I think Andy did on Monday as well. Like, Will Rob, you keep saying be there for the next one, but when is it?
Ooh. We might give you a ballpark.
Andy, can we give him a little teaser about what we spoke about on the phone an hour ago? We'll let you do. We're going to put all the guilt and pressure on you now, Andy.
Yeah.
You're welcome for the quiz. I enjoyed doing it too. It looked like you had fun. That music round was a pain.
Annoying because you knew everything.
Got Inception though.
You're going to be living off the crust of that for ages.
I am. Glyn, also a fact that quite a few of us stayed at the Premier Inn across the road getting breakfast in the morning. Little highlights that made the way. It did.
Yeah.
We kind of we don't like most mornings. It was kind of like me, you, Andy, Jason, Andy's brother-in-law. Absolute ledge.
Yeah.
He needs a shout out when I finish this story because
does.
what a guy. Glyn was there and a couple of others each morning. It was really cool to start the day with a friend.
The girls were never there.
No.
Not like early.
They rocked up at lunch. But you know what? Let's do a quick shout out to Jason because Jason, obviously Andy's brother-in-law, came down. Thank you for supporting the event and being a part of it. It looked like you had fun.
Me and him played as the standard.
You did well. Not just Sunday. Jason let us throw him under the bus all weekend. Like Saturday,
he played about 7 new games.
He did, and he bought a couple as well. I think so. I remember meeting Jason at a Walking Dead event, and he's like, "No, I wasn't really a gamer, but I like the Walking Dead." Now we've ruined him. Yeah. He's a gamer through and through. So. On the Saturday, the Vanguard event had odd numbers.
Yeah.
Jason, bless him, was straight in. He borrowed my Dwarf Warband, and kind of Andy helped him through the first couple of turns of his first game. And I remember walking past at lunch. I'm like, Jason, how's it going? He's like, I'm not going to do an impression of a Geordie accent.
Go on, do it.
No, we played that game. Didn't we? That accent game. No. Roller coaster. That's all I could do.
Roller coaster.
Poopa scooper. But no, credit to him. He was like, I'm painting my Vanguard when I get home. This is ace. So he jumped in on the Vanguard to keep everything running smoothly. And then on the Sunday, you pulled him into SPG, didn't you?
So Quinn Duggan, unfortunately, which was a shame because I like Quinn a lot. He couldn't make it on the Sunday, so we were a player down. So it was getting to the point where I may have had to step in. Ben wasn't going to be at the event till just before lunch. Mm-hmm. So I didn't want to do it on my own, and I briefly spoke to Jason about SPG, and he said he wouldn't mind giving it a go because he really liked the boards. Really, I got a lot of good feedback on the boards. Which
boards
was
are beautiful. Those of you, I'm sure, will see it in Luke's video or our video that's coming, or some of the lives that you and Andy did over the weekend.
Yeah,
the boards are gorgeous.
I think the boards were the main attraction for him because he kept looking at the boards. Oh, they're great. So anyway, I said, right, come on, I'll get an army quick. So I got a Balrog.
I saw that. Yeah.
Well, I had to make 550 points up quick. And
Balrog's
350. Balrog and a handful of goblins. And I played him through it. I let him make all the decisions and advised him best things to do and stuff like that. We didn't play douchey because it wasn't really fair on a fellow we were playing. But he loved it. He absolutely loved it, and it was a great game. To be fair, ended a draw. Couldn't have been better.
It did. So as soon as Andy books his idea up and watches the films, we're judging you, Andy. I reckon him and Jason could be throwing down some SPG. So let's see what we're up to. So Malkavian, I'm not sure if we've said hello since the great camera train wreck of an hour ago. But hey, buddy, thank you for supporting the event, man. It was wicked to see you this weekend.
It's good to meet you. I've never met him before.
I caught him snooping around the SPG section last night.
Good man.
But he says, meeting new Exodus players, meeting Luke, what a legend, and seeing Lee's face when I let him win at Vanguard. Yeah, we've all done that. You've got to do your bit for charity, Mike. But thank you again for supporting the event. Kieran Bradwell says, catch you later, guys. Got to go training. Catch you later, Kieran. Thank you for being here this weekend. Thank you, my man. Steve Bonner, Glenn Defo. And had a great time last time I was at Element Games, but childcare and money factor against me this year so far. But seeing as the boys will do another later this year, I'll see you there. Bonner, you beautiful man, I cannot wait. Skull Munch, highlights for me were nattering to you guys and the legend Andy and his bro-in-law. Then, whoa, wake up. Whoa, too many tech issues today. Then playing a demo of Drowned Earth with James, and then he came over on Sunday and asked if me and Ruth wanted to play sides. Yeah, they are like again on the Sunday. James, the narrative event had run. People were still playing Drowned Earth, but James brought Scythe, and again, two people he'd met the day before busted it out.
You've got YouTubers, you've got terrain builders, you've got game designers, you've got gamers. You know, people are just painting there. Everyone that is anyone within the hobby was there. It's great.
Got it all. But thank you, Skull Munch, much appreciated. Glyn Seymour. When I know the date, I'm pre-booking my flights in the Premier Inn. You know it, buddy.
Yeah, baby.
Top Table Army. Steve Bonner says, Premier Inn breakfast is great. Needs haggis and square sausage. Who eats square sausages? I'm going off topic now. That's weird.
I'll eat any sausage. No, I won't.
Go on, Glenn. Hashtag it. So Blackjack Legacy says, yeah, go for it. Should we do it now or should we wait till the end?
Do it now.
Get that viewer attention. No, I'm kidding.
Do it now.
So,
A conversation.
We had a Top Table Legacy board meeting an hour ago.
We did.
Super intense.
Yeah.
And I'm doing this because you say way too much every time you say anything.
There's nothing to say, really.
All I'm going to say is, wait for more information soon and keep October free, my friends. Weekend of 2.0! Woo! It's happening, and more information when we've got it.
This year.
October 2019, we're going to do it again.
We must be mad.
And we can't say any more because we have already said too
Keep
much.
your eyes peeled and your ears. What do they say about your ears?
Pinned back.
Your eyes peeled and your ears pinned.
Or, I don't know.
Because then it will be coming thick and fast.
So
we need to touch bases with Andy, get together, go for a steak, and
we do. We're
get
gonna
some stuff down.
We're gonna get together and
paper.
literally kind of do a bit of a cheers and toast what we think was a great, successful weekend, and then get some plans for bigger, better, faster, stronger, more. Weekend of 2.0.
Yeah,
that's probably not the name of it, but it's what I'm calling it.
It's gonna be.
It's gonna be off the chain.
Yeah, if you liked the one that's just gone, this one.
And if you, so everybody who was there, I'm sure you're gonna. I'm hoping you'll all come back and you'll sing from the rooftops. If you missed it, you don't want to miss the next one. And anyway, let's crack on.
Yeah. Let's
crack on. Glyn Seymour says, thank you for bringing me for my first Nando's after the event. I was almost mortified when he told me. How can you not have a Nando's? So I was so glad the Bamford Arms had no seat. I was like, yes! We're taking Glyn for a Nando's. It was amazing. And Glyn says, bearing a death in my family or an extreme monetary issue, or I'm getting married, I'll see you there. Wow! Glyn, we love you, man. You are one of the Top Table Army.
And marriage is not a good reason to miss the weekend.
It's
just
not.
Hashtag just saying.
It'd be a legit honeymoon.
Yeah, do it.
Do it. Do it now. Glyn, you should have a TTG affiliated wedding. I mean, I'm not saying I've got the first two paragraphs of your best man speech written, but, you know. Glyn Seymour says, hashtag TTA, hashtag square sausage, aka Steve. Will Raab says, hashtag any sausage will do. Andy says, boom, hashtag weekend of 2. You know it, buddy. We achieved something special, my man. Skullmunch says, woohoo, hashtag weekend of the return. I don't know why I did woohoo like that. I got lost in the moment. Woohoo, like an owl. Steve Bonner says, so all of October I approve. My liver and sleep pattern would not, but I like the sound of it. Weekend of 2, hashtag top bants. Boom. All of this talk of the Top Table Army, Rise Blackjack Army. Well, do you know what it should be? Top Table Legacy Army.
Yes.
That's what it is. Legacy Army. Something like that.
Yeah.
There's a name there somewhere.
We'll find
Matt Mountain, booking every weekend of October up as we speak. Don't let me down. Dates are locked in, buddy. Happening. Skull Munch. Hashtag top
I want to talk about
You're not talking about it. This is why I did it. Dean Broadway, getting married in August, so going to pitch the idea to the missus of it as a honeymoon. And do you know what? Like, obviously, Skull Munch and Flying Mammal came together. Gaz Baller, the wonderful, beautiful man that is Gaz Baller, brought his partner. Like Angel and Jerry were here. Like, people brought the partners, and the partners all had fun. Like, bring it. We just want to meet great people.
Yeah, do it.
We will make sure everybody has fun.
Angel's sister, Jerry, was a non-gamer to the point where if you said, "Are you a gamer?" It was like, "No." No. By the end of the weekend, she had a hoodie.
She was teaching people King of Tokyo.
Yeah.
She was demoing games.
Yeah. She joined the Top Table and
she won't let us tag her in post though.
What she lets us do and what we do are two entirely different things.
You know it.
She's on the video with the.
She did the raffle. She drew the raffle. Do you know what credit to her as a non-gamer? She got took in and started just They did the goodie bags for us as well.
She loved it.
Yeah, loved it. Great fun.
Angel,
Great fun
both Angel and Geraldine and Glyn were absolute legends. They helped us get everything out, and all the Lord of the Rings boards, especially because they're heavy, they're big, they're awkward. There's loads of them. They were the guys that helped us on the Friday morning.
I got away with supervising it because Ace, they were doing the heavy lifting.
And they helped us, along with many others, put everything away. So
first in, last out.
Cannot thank you enough.
First
thank you
in,
very,
last
very
out.
much. Yeah.
And thank you to everyone.
Both of them. The De Silvas are legends.
They are. The Silvers are legends. Gareth Paul says, I'll be there, boys. Of course you will, because you're at every SPG event for the rest of time now. You've got the bug. Flying Mammal says, wasn't going to say anything, but it's really bothering me. You need to swap seats. I noticed it. I mean, we're looking here because that's where our screen is. We're in the wrong seat. You used to always insist on sitting here.
No, I didn't.
Did you not?
I've always sat on this side.
Then why do you not? Oh yeah, because that's where the heater is.
Have I?
No, you always sit on this side because the heater used to be
Well,
here. It's because we've moved the studio around.
I'm staying. Do you know what? I'm just going to stay here now to wind you up.
Just rocking it back. You are absolutely right, Flying Mammal. We are sat on the wrong side for once. Usually we do switch it up. And a big shout out to Chris Hauker, who did this out for us, who actually worked the bar on Saturday. And it was Saturday.
Big shout out to Chris and
Callum
and
the rest of the Element Games team.
I think anyone who was there, you'll agree that the staff at Element Games were fantastic.
He kept us well fed, well watered.
Always smiling, always jovial.
Chris is a fan of the show as well, and obviously he did this beautiful artwork. He also did that Gene Stealer that went viral about a month ago. Yeah, but people like him also made the weekend what it was. So big shout out to you, Chris, if you're watching. Although we know he's not because he's working about 30 feet away, bless him. He's on the bar in the game.
If he had it on in the hall.
We were going to put it on, we should have done that.
We need to do it.
We do, one day.
We need to do it.
So
someone could have come and told us that we've been talking for 20 minutes and we're not on the telly.
I know. Oh, that'd have been good. He could have knocked on. Yeah. No one texted me actually. I did check that a minute ago. Blackjack Legacy says, yep, Blackjack Army, absolutely. We love the Blackjack Army. It's why we wanted to work together on this. The Blackjack Legacy channel, Andy, you inspired us to start the live streams.
Yes, he did.
6 months ago. So absolutely, we are Blackjack Army.
Hashtag same page. Andy.
Hashtag same page. Glyn Seymour laughs, and Blackjack says, Flying Mammal. Mrs. Blackjack said the same. I'm assuming it's about us probably being sat the wrong way, or
where are we looking?
We need to swap seats. That's all it was. Skullmunch says hashtag TTL Army.
I've got
Unite.
this one warm now.
Nice. Steve Bonnar says, lol, I'm going onto the Element Games calendar to see which weekend is free. There's two calendars, Bonnar. There's a public one and there's a private one. So nice try. You panicked me for a second, but it ain't going to work, sausage.
It will soon.
Yeah, I know. Flying Mammal. Side note, I bugged Sean to come to the weekend, and that's because Mrs. is rock Blackjack Legacy. You are a legend. Steve on, I need to update my TTG progress whip pics of my White Scars Legion. How's it going? Because you paint like a monster. Have you had a break or you've been busy? I can't wait to see what you've done with them, man, because you were bashing those guys out. They look wicked, didn't they? I do like White Scars. I don't know how you paint so much white. But do you know what? And people on the channel will know I'm tangenting.
Again.
For the first time in years, and do you know what? It's your fault. Steve's been painting a Space Wolf that looks amazing. I want to paint some sci-fi models. I think I'm gonna stay away from that big GW 40k thing, and I'm gonna get cracking on my Aristeia once I finish my Legion and stuff.
Once you finish your Legion,
So Andy says Element Game staff were top, table service and smiles. They are absolute legends. We couldn't have put on the weekend or any of the events we have here at Element Games without them. Flying Mammal, wait, my last comment I meant I was booking tickets before Sean wanting to come. Oh, okay. Sean, what's wrong with you, man? Why didn't you want to come?
No, that's not what she said.
Is it not? Am I reading this wrong?
Yeah, he's reading it wrong. This is what happens when you host a weekender, drink a lot of beer, eat a lot of junk food, and not.
And then I've had 2 nuts days at work, and I was in till 10:30 last night. I was playing extra.
Well,
I call it work. Skullman says, yeah, shout out to the EG crew they raced. They absolutely were. And Blackjack Legacy says, of course, well, I'm glad you both came, Flying Man. We're all glad you came, as are everyone else said it. Glyn Seymour, it's easy to be a legend on a weekender full of lovely, kind people who attended and put the time and effort into having fun. Everyone deserves a standing ovation.
Here.
So yeah, the weekender is in the bag, and the weekender 2 is on its way.
It's on its way. I'm like a kid at Christmas.
It's good, isn't it? Like,
I am really excited.
I'm kind of like, I'm looking for people to talk to about it and tell
My
about
brain's
it.
just going.
Like, even Byron was in on Saturday, wasn't he? He was actually using the studio to film some super project, and he kind of messaged me on the Saturday evening going, like, he wasn't quite aware what was going on, and he was like, I don't know what you're doing this weekend, but the atmosphere is just insane. And that was really good from, obviously, the owner of Element Games, who kind of was just flying and doing something, and he was like, that looks just incredible. And just comments like that. And I've had people, and like some of the staff here at Element, and a lot of the regulars, who I know aren't in our group, I don't think they're in Andy's group, they weren't here over the weekend, they were going, I heard about the Weekender. Like, it looked insane. Or I've heard you've just had a crazy weekend.
Yep.
And it's like, that's great. And like, it's really nice. And like, the Hobbit community kind of coins it very well. Everyone always, like, there's always like the pre-tournament posts. Like, the social media around this event and kind of the gratitude and the post of everyone saying how much fun they've had since Sunday afternoon.
Yeah.
It's just been off the charts, right?
It has been really touching. It has been nice. It has been nice. And I can't wait to do it again.
Oh, I know. We've got to wait though, because we've got lots to do to make it bigger and better. So, what would you like to see at the Weekender 2?
Me?
These guys. What would you like,
talk about it.
what would you like to see at the Weekender 2?
I want to see more Luke. I want to see a painter.
Okay. Cool.
I want to see possibly more people who are like us, as in
Hashtag normal friends.
YouTube, like maybe some more YouTubers.
Some more content creators would be cool.
Yeah, that'd be nice. And just more of the same of what we had.
If I could just relive that weekend again.
Yeah. If
Super happy.
the Weekender 2 was that again, I'd still be happy.
Be there in a heartbeat, right?
If we can get that caliber of people in that hall again and fill it, it'd be amazing.
It would.
Be amazing.
What do you guys want to see from the Weekender 2? But,
I can't believe how well it went.
it was good, wasn't it? It was good.
How well it went.
It was good. It was good. So, it's unfortunately over. What hobby stuff you got planned? What's next?
Okay, so a joint thing, which we're working on. Can we point that out?
Yeah, we can show that off. So, any SBG players who are in the chat, we may have brandished it around, and excuse the material, but we're working out. You can't see in this light. We're working.
Can see it on there.
Yeah, just about. We're working on something we've created called the SBG Buddy.
SBG Buddy.
Can you go through it without all of it falling
Without
out?
all of it's falling out. So, let me get it on
It's
camera.
basically a multi-tier, all-in-one accessory set for playing SPG.
So we have all different size
Pop-out movement widgets. You just
measuring
push.
widgets.
Yeah.
You've got these little, what are they called?
1-inch steppers.
1-inch steppers, so you can like measure properly around other models or around terrain. We have a priority slider here.
Good and evil. Boom, boom, boom.
And then
Tokens. For everything from models that have charged to heroic strike tokens, failed courage test tokens, and things like that.
And I don't know if it's showing up, but each of these rings is 2 tokens. So you have the outer ring,
You can rest on a model.
which you can rest on a model or around the model's base, and then you have the inner ring, which is basically a kiss.
Oh, is that a 25 mil?
Yeah,
I didn't realise that.
Yeah. So just like the other like status tokens that you get for SVG, with all the different heroics on and everything like that, nice little graphics on it. It's done very, very well. The reason we did the rings and the tokens is because sometimes if you've got like a load of models together in the ring combat, it's not as easy to put like pro markers because you might be in the middle of a load of other models and you can't get him. So you've done the ring so you can pop a ring on instead. So that's that. That's one level, and then the next level, you've seen these. You've seen these around.
So some of these were given out at the Weekender as well.
Yeah.
Or a part of these.
Yeah. So we've got more objective markers and more prone rings. But basically, yeah. Do you want to talk about that?
So these are effectively little hero dashboards. So the big gap you can see here, bear in mind this is the prototype, and everything's going to be in black acrylic.
Yeah.
And you can paint all
It's not going to be wood.
It's going to look gorgeous going forward. So in here you would have a little piece of white acrylic against the black where you can write a hero's name. And then in these slots here, you can't see the text. These take standard size D6s, or the new Middle-earth ones. They do fit. It's been tested to track wounds, might, will, and fate. So as you're playing, you can just open your SPG buddy. You have the 2 layers next to each other. This one goes on the table, and no more scribbling on a notepad.
No more scraps of paper.
And there's 3 and 3. So in some size games, you've got enough to track yours and your opponents, should you want to. and this is all, each of the layers are magnetised so it all travels well, and ignore the prototype, but this will all come in a beautiful black acrylic.
Magnetised like so, and then you put it in your bag or in your game model case, and away you go. You've got everything you need there to play. And like Jay said, they're going to be done in black acrylics. They're going to be really cool and sleek. And dependent on how they do, there might be further layers that you can purchase in the future.
So these are something that we wanted for our games, and we figured it's something that cool that we'd love to make available to you guys, and it's going to help the channel grow as well.
So it's going to be really, really good.
SBG Buddy, more info coming soon.
So there's that we're working on. I'm knuckling down at the minute on getting some painted 40k.
Yeah, you're smashing out your Conquest and stuff.
Yeah, so I'm doing Ultramarines, and Ben is doing Nurgle from the Conquest magazines.
Nice.
And alongside that, just because I like to challenge myself, I'm also doing Space Wolves.
Why not do 2 Space Marine chaps?
And
the Space Wolf is gorgeous.
Well, yeah, some of you may have seen the Space Wolf on the Facebook page, and it's in a hobby vlog, yes, which is coming this week. And I painted that from a PDF tutorial from a guy called, what was his name?
Was it one of
I'm terrible at names.
James Collard's Brushstrokes? No.
It was The Mighty Brush. Check him out on Facebook. Awesome painter.
Okay.
And I've chatted to him a little bit on Facebook, gone backwards and forwards, and I used his tutorial, and I'm over the moon with that, as it turned out. It's far better than anything I could have done if I didn't read the tutorial, let's put it that way. So I'm doing that as well. I also need to finish my scouring of the Shire forces.
Yeah. So
Ruffians, I've painted Sharky and Worm, and I think I'm using Ed's Hobbits. Ed's going to come and get involved in that one.
Cool,
exciting. So that's what's on my desk at the moment. What about you?
So, I actually did some gaming last night, which I didn't think I did. I got 4 games of X-Wing in. Nice. I'm really enjoying it. I'm getting my Star Wars kick at the moment. So,
hence.
Yeah, Sith Takers, it's backwards. It's the local club we have here. There we go, it's backwards again. Element Games. I can't coordinate. So obviously I've got my team shirt now. I'm repping, and it was our gaming night. So I got to fly some spaceships around, which was good fun. In terms of hobby and stuff, I owe the channel 2 hobby vlogs, and they're done. I just need to film the intro and outro, so I'm getting those locked in, and then I'm going to be cracking on with my Legion stuff.
Nice.
And we've got a great review coming. There's a piece here of some of the amazing Battle Kiwi terrain.
Nice.
You may have seen that huge satellite dish I put in the group. So I'm going to be cracking on with that stuff, and it's going to be a very Star Warsy couple of months for me.
Good, that's good.
I'm excited. I'm excited. So let's have a look at the chat. So we're here. Yep. So let's go there. So Skullmunch says, sorry Jay for stealing the last Aristeia. So I was walking through the store on Saturday evening, and Skullmunch had an Aristeia expansion called Soldiers of Fortune, which I've wanted for ages. And obviously working at Element, I keep getting them to order one, and I'm like, no one will buy it. And then someone picks it up, and they found an extra, and I was like, it's like the holy grail, because every time it comes in, I meant, no rush, I'll grab it tomorrow. And then it's gone. And then I proceeded to watch them play a game, or part of a game that looked very brutal. The kind of, one of them's like Deadpool, one's like Valkyrie, it's a huge rule. Like, you get 4 model expansions for it, like there's one there. There's the Human Fate one. But no, you're absolutely welcome. I'm glad you got it, because you look like you're having fun and you're playing it. It's what matters. Glyn Seymour says 3 weekenders a year for 2020. Now, don't get ahead of yourself, Glyn.
You never know.
Look at you, like. Steve Bonner says, I want to see my Top Turbo Gaming mug and learn airgun. I'm assuming by airgun he means airbrush.
Yeah. Airbrush.
There's a thing.
Airbrush stuff at the weekender.
I know, right?
Imagine that, eh?
Steve, you get yourself over here, and we'll make sure both happen. Skullmunch, that SPG buddy looks awesome.
Yes, it does.
Pretty cool, my friend. Wait till you see the finished article when we get one ourselves. Steve Bonner says, you've got a lot of special rules reminder for Jay. So he's hinted at the fact that I cheated last time we played. By accident, might I add. But he is right. I didn't forget.
Didn't it happen again recently?
No. I didn't forget.
You cheated at something over the weekend.
I added a rule on with Bonner. Did I?
You cheated at something over the weekend.
I only played Aristeia.
You must have cheated at that then. I think you cheated at the Tokyo New York thing. King of Tokyo.
Tokyo New York. Yeah. It's not a Fast and Furious movie. Blackjack Legacies need to head off now. Awesome chat tonight, gents. Catch you both later. Andy, much love, my friend. You are a superstar weekend wouldn't have happened without you. Thank you so much. See you,
Steak
buddy.
soon. Steak soon.
Steak soon. Steve Bonner says, any chance that D20 would fit in D6 slot for a race? Well, it will. Checked it.
Oh.
Checked it. It will. Flying Mammal, Glyn Seymour, Skull Munch, all say bye to Andy. He says bye back. Oh, whoa.
Oh my god.
Whoa, you're all talking. Oh, that's not that bad. Glyn says, hashtag, where's Bonner's mug? Nick says good night to Andy. Matthew says good night to Andy. Steve Bonner then says 2 TTG hosts, 1 mug. No one wants to see that, my friend. And Flying Mammal says, Sean was the EXP characters. My team was dead in the first turn. Thought no hopes, then my underdogs won. Yes.
Expansion characters.
Played the scenario and bossed it.
Mm.
But no, so that is us chatting about the weekender, and it was an absolutely incredible time. I will sum up. It was an incredible time. It was an atmosphere like I've never seen in a gaming event before. And thank you to everyone in the chat who supported it in either the run-up or actually being here.
Yeah.
And it seems like we gave you a weekend that you enjoyed, so thank you so much.
Seems like you gave us a weekend that we enjoyed.
I know, right?
It was really good.
It
Really
was.
good. Let's do it again.
October.
October the.
We can't say it, Steve. We're going to get lots.
Such a spoil sport, innit?
I know, right? Where we go? Skull Munch. Me and Ruth played SBG last night, and I managed to actually get a point. Much better than the 10-0 defeat that we could have. Yeah, Ruth battered him on the Lake Town board. It looked glorious. Ruth was just destroying him in games all weekend.
She looked very smug.
She was having a great time. A great time. Oh, it was great. And do you know what? It was great to meet you both.
It was. Really nice.
I can't wait for the next time. Steve Bonner. So when do we see the TTG-based Vanguard crew and campaign system? So we are all updating our Vanguard. There's some Vanguard stuff being filmed here tomorrow. Say no more.
There is. Yes.
Top Table Lee and Ben are in, and they're filming some stuff, and we'll no doubt have a Taylor 4 Gamers thing probably following pretty quickly after that.
Yeah.
Just updating you all on where we're at with our war bands, but Vanguard is here to stay and it's coming. Don't you worry about that one, my friend. And Flying Mammal says, roll on October, woohoo!
Whoop!
October the... I can't
October
do it.
the.
Can't do it.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you later.
Steal Facebook Live it later.
I'll leak it.
And Glenn's saying, I'm going to check the weekend dates in October. Yeah, you better disappoint people and cancel now, Glenn. You don't have a choice. You have to be here, brother. You have to be here. But I think we've reached a perfect time to round up tonight's live stream.
Yeah, it's been good.
It's been nice to chat, and to be honest, we got an excuse to gush for another hour. But I'm sure I speak for us all when I say the support was incredible, the weekend was incredible, and we can't wait to bring it even bigger and better in October, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Cool. As always, guys, make sure, as I'm sure you all are, you sub to the channel. Do join the Top Table Gaming Community Facebook group, where you can find links to our Element Games affiliate, as you can in the description here. We have Teespring if you want to rock some of our merch. The girls picked up the pink hoodies at weekend.
They did.
It's now named the De Silva Special on the Teespring because they made me get my computer out and let them pick the shade of pink.
Now that's service.
That is service. So we created a new product for those. Do check out our Teespring and all the other things like Patreon, which support the channel and help us do things like this and bring you the content and stuff that we love doing. So yeah, that's it.
That's it.
That's episode 12
Done.
in the bag. We hope you have a great week. We will see you in 2 weeks on the next live stream, but I'm sure we'll be chatting on Facebook and in videos until then. So until
Make sure
next,
you spread the word.
that too.
Make sure Weekender 2.
You guys are now out there letting everyone know how good the Weekender was. So it's on you now. Pressure.
Bring a friend.
Bring a friend. Let everyone know how good it was. And until next time, I've been Jay.
I've been Steve.
And we'll see you soon.
Bye bye.